Hey y'all, it's Rene here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in because I got space for you, baby. Now this is a place where I do my hair, a little bit of beauty, some product reviews, and basically just pull myself together. Now those who are returning that are already part of the family, I love you and appreciate you. Now today we're going to get into this hair, okay? Now this little front braid cross ponytail is a little something I like to do when I don't know what to do with my hair. Now if you want to see how I did it, be sure to stay tuned. Hey y'all, so I'm starting off on freshly washed, day-old, deep conditioned hair. So this style only requires 4 braids, so our job is to make sure we get these parts nice and tight, okay? I'm gonna go in with a little shine and jam. Right down the part line here. So I can really make sure I get these jokers straight. Just be careful as you separate your hair. My hair is dry, so I don't want to, yank at it crazily. I just want to be gentle. So we got this really straight, and now we're going to take the part down the back. Now, since my preset braids were kind of already straight down the middle, I'm just really straightening up what I kind of quickly did after I washed it. Okay, y'all. So now I got everything as straight as I can. Let me turn around. Now we're gonna split the hair, right at the ear across the middle. And be careful if you're parting your hair while it's dry. You just don't wanna rake the comb through and pull the hair apart. Just be gentle with it, okay? So now we got the front and back separated. We'll do the same thing to the other side. So now I have everything, all 4 sections, everything's sectioned out the way I want it, straight down the middle, going down the back here. Then I have a side section, and then I have the other side section. So now for the easy part, we're just gonna begin to start corn rolling. Okay, y'all, so since my hair was dry, I'm gonna dampen it up with a little bit of water, just so it's a lot easier to work with and a lot easier while I braid the hair. I'm going with my favorite curl activator cream, get those curls up poppington, add a little bit of moisture to the hair, make sure everything's nice and moisturized before we begin styling. Then I'm going with my easy detangler brush, make sure I get all that product worked through, and to make sure the hair is nice and detangled to make the braiding process a lot easier. Then I went in with my favorite grapeseed oil, just to, sealing all that moisture, all the curl activator cream juices that I'm putting in my hair. I just want to seal those in so that the style can be very moisturized and protective. And then I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with like my curling jelly, just so I can make, my little waves at the top of my hair pop a little bit, make sure everything is nice and sleek, okay? And now I just wanna point out, you can see how I'm kind of, massaging the product into my hair. With every product I use, I was using like a downstroke, right? I am massaging the product into my hair in the direction that I want the hair to go, okay? Because that sets the foundation for the style. It's really, really simple. The braid is gonna be super simple, but it's gonna look good. It's gonna be like the bomb diggity, okay? Then I went in with some styling foam, and just so that the hair can slide upon itself a little bit easier as I'm corn rolling, and I went in with an extra heap of it. And then I'm gonna make sure all that is worked through and that the detangler brush goes through my hair nice and easy. And now we're gonna start to braid, okay? And we're gonna braid along that edge line, okay? But now as you're braiding along that edge line, make sure you don't pull the hair too tight, okay? Because you gotta keep in mind that the hair is wet. The hair is gonna dry and the braid's gonna get tighter, okay? So make sure when you braid, especially along your edge line, doing something in the front of the hair and the hair is wet, that you don't braid it too tight to kind of account for, the hair tightening up a bit as it dries. It's gonna shrink up a little bit as it dries, okay? And as you can see, while I'm braiding here, I'm taking nice small sections so I can control the tension, I can control the amount of grip I have. I'm taking it nice and slow and kind of building the braid up in size as we go down, down the side of my hairline towards the ear. I'm just definitely just taking my time, being nice and gentle as I'm making that corn roll. And then when I get down to the end here, it's time to go ahead and plait that joker. I'm gonna go in, of course, with my easy detangler brush, a little bit of water, you know, to make sure everything's detangled so that plait that's hanging down can look really, 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 really good. Okay, so before we go to the other side, I just want to talk about, you know, the placement of this braid. So I want you guys to take note of, you know, how loose this braid really is. This cornrow is really, really loose. Now it looks tight. You see I got extra space, I pulled it back. And it's not really too tight. Now braiding on the edge line is a dangerous game. So if you want to do that, make sure that when you're pulling for these hairs that you're being really, really gentle so you won't be snatching your own edges, okay? We don't want that. So you look how loose this really is. I don't really feel any unnecessary tension along it. The hairs are just smoothly grabbed into the cornrow, okay? So if you're gonna braid along the edge line, make sure it's not too tight. If your edges can't handle braiding along the edge line, just shift the braid more in the middle of the section as opposed to along the edge line, okay? All right. So now we got our 2 front braids installed. Let's head on over to the back. All right, so for the back half of my hair, I just went ahead and took that first section out. I applied all the same products I did before. You know, some water, curl activated cream, grapeseed oil, and here I am just gonna go ahead and put that first little ponytail in there, okay? Making sure it's not too tight. Going on to that second ponytail, making sure that it's not too tight, okay? Make sure that none of this stuff's too tight because you gotta keep in mind the hair is wet, so it's gonna shrink up a little bit. Things gonna get a little more taut. So don't install it too tight. Make sure everything is nice and loose. You got a little mobility with those ponytails. You see that there? Now, another reason why I make the front braids so tight, because I'm gonna cross them around the back, okay? And like I said, it's gonna shrink up a little bit, so you don't wanna be just having everything too tight. You can't handle it. So I'm gonna secure that braid that's crossed over with just another black rubber band, just 2 revolutions around. Like I'm saying, the whole point of this style is not to be too tight. It's gonna look nice and sleek, but it's not gonna be tight at all. And I went ahead and crossed that second braid across. I'm gonna secure that with a rubber band as well. Now after I got all the braids secure, I'm just going ahead and dampen the end of that ponytail because like I said, we had already added all the moisturizing cream, styling foam, grapeseed oil, all the things in there. And so we're just going to go ahead and plait this braid all the way down, making sure to incorporate the braid up top that we crossed in. You can get down to the end and pull the braid around our fingers. Boom, go in for our second braid and do it the same exact way. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some more of my little curling jelly just so I can make my curls pop or have my waves on swim, okay? Have my waves on swim. And so I'm going to make sure that I put more of that curling jelly over the rest of the sections, up the nape of my neck. I want everything just to be laid down and sleek, okay? With a little bit of wave into it, okay? I went in with some styling foam just to reinforce that, hey, waves, I want y'all to come on through, okay? I want to make these people out here sick, okay? I want these little waves to be Wavington, okay? And then I'm gonna follow up with my little scarf just to help everything set and mold into place. Leave this joker on for about 30 to 45 minutes or just overnight if that's your choice. And then here we go. Okay, look at that. Look how everything just laid down. Look at that. You see my little waves? Look at my waves on swim, okay? The curls are popping. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all. Did Kai Rene do it again? Did Kai Rene do it again? Did Kai Rene give you a do to your hair when you don't know what to do with it? I sure did. I sure did. Now, y'all, the best part of this style to me is this little crisscross little number I got going on back there. Because you kind of don't know like what's going on, but it's kind of intriguing and it's kind of cute, but it looks kind of simple. Yes, I love it, okay? I did it again. Did Kai Rene do it again? Did Kai Rene do it again? She did, didn't she? She did. I did. Okay. So if you enjoyed this video, if you liked it, go ahead and like it, right? Comment down below and let me know what you think, okay? Now before you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, see you later. Hey, before you go, don't forget to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.